Stop believing that looking younger at 80 is simply good luck or good genetics because what I'm about to tell you challenges one of the biggest myths in aging science. Every day, I meet people who assume wrinkles, weakness, and chronic disease are unavoidable after a certain age. But modern research paints a very different picture. While no one can stop the passage of time, science now shows that many people can dramatically slow the rate at which their bodies age. And here is something that should immediately grab your attention. A landmark study published in Nature Medicine found that lifestyle factors influence biological aging far more than chronological age, with healthy habits significantly reducing disease risk and extending health span. Another study from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health reported that adults who consistently followed 5 healthy lifestyle habits lived up to 14 years longer and maintained better physical function well into old age. Now listen carefully because if you stay with me until the end, I'll reveal the number one biological secret that helps some 80-year-olds move, think, and even look decades younger than their actual age. Most people have never heard of it, yet it influences every cell in your body every single day. Before we dive in, I want to ask you something personal. How old are you right now, and what is one thing you wish your body could still do as easily as it did 20 years ago? Tell me in the comments because I read every single one, and your story might inspire someone else to take better care of their health today. Let's begin. Number 5 is they protect their muscles instead of accepting muscle loss. Most people think losing strength is simply part of growing older, but research shows much of that decline can be slowed dramatically. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that adults can lose 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade after age 30, with the decline accelerating after 60 if they remain inactive. Yet older adults who stay physically active retain significantly greater strength, mobility, and independence. Think of your muscles like the engine in a car. If the engine sits unused for years, it begins to rust and weaken. But if it's started and maintained regularly, it continues performing far beyond what most people expect. One of my patients, Richard, an 81-year-old retired firefighter from Colorado, refused to believe he was too old for exercise. He began with simple chair exercises and 10-minute walks. Within 6 months, he could climb stairs without assistance, carry groceries comfortably, and even play with his great-grandchildren. After age 60, something called anabolic resistance begins to develop. This simply means your muscles become less responsive to protein and exercise. They need a stronger signal to maintain themselves than they did when you were younger. The solution is simple. Include light resistance training 2 or 3 times each week using resistance bands, light dumbbells, or even your own body weight. A synergy tip is consuming 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within 1 hour after exercise. This provides the raw materials your muscles need while exercise tells your body where to use them. Number 4 is they keep chronic inflammation under control. This silent process is one of the biggest differences between healthy aging and rapid aging. Researchers at Stanford University have shown that chronic low-grade inflammation increases steadily with age and is strongly linked to heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, Alzheimer's disease, and frailty. Imagine a tiny candle burning inside your home. At first, it seems harmless, but if it burns continuously for years, the smoke slowly damages every room. Chronic inflammation works exactly the same way inside your body. One of my patients, Margaret, a 76-year-old retired teacher from Florida, suffered from constant fatigue and aching joints. She believed it was simply old age. After switching to an anti-inflammatory diet rich in vegetables, berries, olive oil, and fatty fish while reducing processed foods, she noticed less stiffness, improved energy, and better mobility within 4 months. After age 70, the immune system becomes less precise. Instead of turning inflammation on only when needed, it often leaves it running continuously at low levels. Scientists sometimes call this inflammaging because it accelerates biological aging. Focus on eating colorful vegetables, berries, nuts, extra virgin olive oil, beans, and omega-3 rich fish several times each week. A synergy tip is combining these foods with 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep because deep sleep naturally lowers inflammatory chemicals and allows your body to repair damaged tissues. Now, before we continue to the 3 most powerful reasons some people seem to age decades slower than others, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Every week I share science-based strategies designed to help adults over 50 stay stronger, healthier, and more independent for years to come. Number 3 is they protect their brains as carefully as they protect their hearts. This is one of the biggest secrets hidden in longevity research. A large study from Harvard Medical School found that regular physical activity, lifelong learning, and meaningful social interaction significantly reduce the risk of cognitive decline in older adults. Researchers also discovered that older adults who remain mentally active often perform years younger on memory and attention tests than their chronological age would predict. Think of your brain like a network of roads connecting thousands of cities. If those roads are used every day, they stay smooth and efficient. But if traffic disappears, cracks begin to form, and eventually entire routes become difficult to use. Mental activity and movement keep those roads open. One of my patients, Susan, a 79-year-old retired accountant from Virginia, became worried after occasionally forgetting names. Instead of withdrawing, she started reading daily, learning basic Spanish, walking with friends every morning, and completing crossword puzzles several times a week. 6 months later, she felt sharper, more confident, and more socially engaged than she had in years. After age 65, blood flow to the brain naturally decreases while oxidative stress and inflammation increase. Walking, learning new skills, and maintaining friendships stimulate neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to build new connections even later in life. Try dedicating at least 20 minutes every day to learning something new, whether it's reading, puzzles, music, or a new language. A synergy tip is combining mental stimulation with walking. Listening to educational podcasts or audiobooks during your daily walk activates both your body and your brain simultaneously. Now, before we continue to the two biggest reasons some 80-year-olds seem decades younger, take a moment to subscribe if you haven't already. Every week, I share science-based strategies that help adults over 50 protect their heart, brain, muscles, and independence for years to come. Let's continue. Number two is they prioritize sleep like medicine. Most people think sleep is simply rest, but your body sees it as repair. Researchers from the National Institute on Aging found that deep, consistent sleep supports hormone balance, immune function, memory formation, and cellular repair. Adults who regularly sleep 7 to 8 hours tend to have lower inflammation, healthier metabolism, and reduced cardiovascular risk compared with those who consistently sleep too little. Think of your body like a busy construction site. During the day, workers build, move, and transport materials. At night, the repair crew arrives to fix damage, replace worn parts, and prepare everything for tomorrow. If that repair crew never shows up, small problems slowly become major ones. One of my patients, George, an 82-year-old retired engineer from Washington, believed sleeping only 5 hours made him productive. After improving his sleep schedule and reducing evening screen time, he noticed better energy, lower blood pressure, and sharper memory within just a few weeks. After age 70, melatonin production naturally declines, making deep sleep more difficult. At the same time, the body's ability to repair damaged tissues becomes less efficient, making quality sleep even more important than it was in younger years. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of consistent sleep by going to bed and waking up at approximately the same time each day. A synergy tip is taking a short evening walk after dinner and avoiding heavy meals or caffeine late in the day. This helps regulate your internal clock and improves sleep quality naturally. Now we arrive at the number one reason some people look 20 or even 30 years younger than their age. Number one is they slow their biological aging by protecting their cells every single day. This is the real difference between chronological age and biological age. Researchers studying blue zones, regions where people regularly live beyond 100, have found that consistent healthy habits reduce chronic inflammation, improve mitochondrial function, protect DNA, and preserve telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of chromosomes that are closely associated with biological aging. Think of your cells like millions of tiny rechargeable batteries. Every healthy choice slowly recharges them. Every unhealthy choice slowly drains them. The people who seem decades younger are not performing miracles. They are simply making more deposits than withdrawals throughout their lives. One of my most inspiring patients, Eleanor, an 84-year-old grandmother from California, never followed extreme diets or expensive treatments. Instead, she walked every morning, ate mostly whole foods, stayed socially active, slept well, managed stress through prayer and meditation, and rarely missed family gatherings. She often smiled when people assumed she was 20 years younger than her actual age. After age 75, mitochondrial function can decline by more than 35%, reducing your body's ability to produce energy efficiently. At the same time, cellular repair slows and inflammation rises. Healthy daily habits help slow these changes by supporting the body's natural repair systems. Build every meal around colorful vegetables, lean protein, healthy fats, legumes, fruits, and whole grains. Stay physically active every day, even if it's only a brisk 10-minute walk. Protect your sleep, manage stress, and maintain meaningful relationships. A synergy tip is combining regular physical activity with a Mediterranean style eating pattern. Together, these habits improve heart health, support brain function, reduce inflammation, and promote healthier cellular aging far more effectively than either habit alone. Now, step back and look at the bigger picture. The people who appear decades younger are usually not relying on expensive supplements. They are not depending on miracle creams. And they certainly have not discovered a secret fountain of youth. Instead, they have quietly mastered the simple habits that science continues to confirm. They move their bodies, they nourish their cells, they protect their sleep, they challenge their minds, and they remain connected to the people they love. I have watched patients in their 70s and 80s regain strength, improve their balance, sharpen their memory, and restore their confidence simply by making consistent changes that seemed small at first. Because aging is not just about adding years to your life, it is about adding life to your years. It is about being able to walk without fear, to remember the names of your grandchildren, to travel, laugh, cook, garden, and enjoy every season of life with energy and independence. Remember, it is never too late to improve your biological age. Every healthy meal matters, every walk matters, every good night's sleep matters. Every positive choice sends a powerful signal to your body that it should repair, recover, and keep moving forward. If this video helped you understand the science behind healthy aging, make sure you subscribe for more evidence-based health insights designed specifically for adults who want to stay strong, independent, and full of life. And now I want to ask you something important. If you could adopt just one healthy habit starting today that might help you feel 20 years younger, what would it be? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single one, and your story may inspire someone else to begin their own journey toward a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life.